Okay, now this is kind of easy. So I
Since
thought.
I'm telling this story to you, Mr. Poirot, you should be able to deduce I didn't blow myself up.
What's up, everyone? How's life treating you? Right now, we about to play as Detective Joanna Locke, and supposed to be going to the kidnappee's house. I think this is their house. I don't know, but she's supposed to be a new part of the story. Detective Joanna Locke found her in the bathroom, passed out, sleeping, I guess. Oh, let's continue the story from here. I think he was the
Good evening.
father.
Colonel Armstrong?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us.
Yeah,
Tell
that
me
kid
you've
was
uncovered
kidnapped.
something new.
I'm here to speak to your daughter's nanny. There
I
was
think
a
I already
computer
said
problem.
that.
Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
Wasn't the wife pregnant with another child on the way? You know they love their daughter. Oh no, this is a memorial, my bad. Sad
What a
music
dear
playing.
child.
But the sad instrumental playing.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough.
That's the Annie at. Must be upstairs then. Put a little pep in your step. But she a staying, living home nanny. This be it. Or not. Oh, yep. Look around
Toy
first.
train. Now here I am on a real one.
What? Is she dreaming or something?
Lyon, in France. What a lovely looking city.
God, ain't Black Cat supposed to be cursed or something? Oh,
Hello, are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
I'm Joanna Locke, a detective working on Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning the evening of Daisy's disappearance. There was a computer problem. Your statement was accidentally deleted.
Of course. I want to help any way I can.
she would be the number one suspect though. Like, how did a child get taken right in front of you?
Tell me about that night in your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on her board. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her. She couldn't sleep with all the noise and the comings and goings.
Like, she might have been working with the kidnapper. Anybody would believe that.
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the ransom note on her pillow. I screamed and screamed. I couldn't stop.
But the party was in the house.
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy all evening. Finally, she fell asleep. I didn't see anyone else or notice anything in particular.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No! I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing.
Why
The
is you
Armstrongs
backing
are such
up?
good people. Like my own family.
Thank you for giving me your statement again. I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Okay, I have Suzanne's statement, but her answers need some checking.
I know. Select one element which does not match Miss Maru's testimony about her phone call. Let me see. Statement number 1. Ain't this the housewife? Armstrongs hosted a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Miss Armstrong is on their board as usual for events like this. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening playing with her and reading her books. She had trouble going to sleep with all the commotion. 10:30 p.m. Checked the room. Susanna was not. Is it this one?
This information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me. Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return. That's it. No rookie mistake there.
Man, she really happy about it too, though. Let me see this. So she a rookie detective then. Accounts given by 2 women diverged regarding the amount of time Miss Mo was gone from Daisy's room. So now I gotta question her about her. She lied or something. It's not. What I'm supposed to do next? If I'm supposed to cross check, don't we supposed to? Okay. So we're looking for the wife next. And she pregnant.
Mrs. Armstrong, my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping of your daughter. May I talk to you? When is your baby due? Mrs. Armstrong? Sonia?
I don't want to talk. I just want to see my daughter again. That's all that matters.
The poor woman. I can't imagine how she feels.
I know I could never want to understand how that feels. It's harder. That must hurt. Stress. You already know about this. Oh, select the element in which can confirm this. Okay.
Nothing shocks me here. Everything looks okay here. Nothing shocks me here. Everything looks okay here. Nothing shocks me here. Everything looks okay here. Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
Nah, I'm always tell the truth with y'all. You know, I just went through that whole file pressing A. But you're going to see the good part. That's all that matters.
Mrs. Armstrong? Let me show you this.
Daisy, my little Daisy. I miss her so much.
All
How
them
good
pictures
it
they
is
got.
to see her face.
She starts
I
talking
can't
over
imagine
that.
the pain you're feeling right now.
She loved her little stuffed animal, Fluffy.
We can
She
tell.
took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my case, but I just made a promise, and I mean to keep it.
Why would you make a... Ain't that like a number 1 rule? You don't make promises to the victims.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
She's in her room. Last door on the left.
Supposed to come talk to her first.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
That is true. Put the phone number on the file. Cross check.
May I come back? If I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movement.
We gotta keep coming back and forth. Let me see. Select another element which doesn't match. Okay. I was only go 5 minutes. And I returned Daisy. Telephone record. So this should be it right here, but that was longer than 5 minutes.
That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes.
Why did people
That is
lie?
a great detective job.
Oh. So well, now we go confront her. Why we gotta go back and forth? Gee. Should just have them right there so quick access.
If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep. Right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back,
We know that's a
Daisy
lie.
was gone.
That was like about 30 minutes.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
It matters a lot.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My
Right.
mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why
Oh,
are you
she's not a
doing this?
mother.
I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story.
Now she looking
She's
all
panicking.
right.
Why now? What is she afraid of?
Okay, there we go. There's all that. What's number at? She called 2140. So the grandma not sick. It's like,
Score.
what was you
One
really
for the
doing?
good guys.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
Okay, that's very suspicious.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital?
What's up with these people? Why? What's this saying? Put this together. I'll say this is first. I mean, third, fourth, fifth. That was easy.
The detective did it right.
They're
The
trying to make you feel
kidnapper
good.
places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party, just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
On without a trace.
I
Might
should
have
see
been
if
helping
the
him.
Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
You should confront her and take her to the jail. She might have been helping the kidnapper the whole time.
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
But it just got caught in a lie. I mean, there's obviously there could have been ways that she could have been calling the nurse to check up on her murder, but she didn't say that, did she? Now we gotta go back through here. Front her again. See if we can get more information. Oh, I admit this side story is not it. Really.
I should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
So I probably gotta go talk to the father now. They should have stuck to the main story. There wasn't no need to add this. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is something else. Kind of messing up the main story, really.
How are you doing? Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest of upper lips. The Desert War taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult. Harder on my good lady, of course.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
So we was probably supposed to talk to him first anyway.
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
At the party somewhere else.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
Yeah, this added story. I don't know who did this. Nah, that's not it. It might have been in the story, but not like this.
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
Sure.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
Man, I'm gonna let her just get away with lying. How can you call her every night she's in a coma?
Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
Suzanne, I think you really care for
called
Daisy.
the nurse.
If you
It was
do,
a
then tell
different
me
thing,
the
though.
truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend.
What?
Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's
Oh.
gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I
Might have
swear
been
I
using
talked to
you.
him.
Not for that reason,
Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes,
True.
you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can
though. Already
understand
a
that,
suspect.
can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies. Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Well, she top detective now, huh? What's the purpose of checking this?
Huh.
Give me something.
What's in the glass case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses.
Oh. Check. Gotta be something.
An Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Ring.
Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings.
Let's see.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
Guess that goes here. What's this snap?
I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks.
Noah.
A card from the florist. It's signed N.
That was obviously Noah. Bro, man, checking all this. Maybe we got to. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. This story is not it. I should say add on. Oh, wait, what's this? Just put the key in there.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
That gotta be it, bro. That gotta be it.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Doesn't it? Oh, okay, I get it. Had to turn it around.
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me.
We see Day at the park with Noah. I can tell he's opened up more and more with me. She was just looking for love. Valentine's Day. Went up in the mountains. He was being distant. He got what he wanted. Took her about 2 weeks.
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
That's all we can read.
Can you
Check
tell me
that.
anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
Ain't a chauffeur too?
The world through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
I need to be hearing all that. Still got 3 more information to be finding out about the boyfriend.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
Or
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name
Oh.
is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person.
So you
although,
think-
well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be
Sure.
back.
That man ain't going well on business. Either he helped with the kidnapping or he just got what he wanted and left. That man got a whole new family somewhere else. 2-4. Got the other information. Yeah.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Still don't got the other information though. Thought the wife might have had it, but I guess not. Four by four. Oh.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. That's it. No rookie mistake there.
I don't get it. So now we go talk to her again, but what about? Oh, okay. You know, I like to get those 100% when we can.
Tread marks of a four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat,
What?
to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only
Oh,
man
she
in
got
the
it
Berkshires
bad.
who drives that kind of car.
She got it real bad. Is it? He's not the only man. Well, no, that wouldn't be a lie, would it? Went out to eat, to the movies, like a normal couple. I mean, I should have read her diary a little bit more, huh? Oh yeah, he did stay in the car. That would be suspicious.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
Movies, Valentine's Day, The Blue Lagoon.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy.
Why is
We
she
both
worrying
want
about
that.
your
So
diary?
yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you
What?
ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
I mean, nowadays, she would have got out the car and went into the cabin. So I can just go to the car, right? Be done here, is what place is those? Massachusetts? Oh. If we drive to the cabin, it's one thing.
Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this map.
I don't really remember the road, but I know that we left town, crossed 2 bridges. How do I know what the bridge is? That's some thick woods. And past a cornfield on the left. Then just trees, more trees. Finally, we stopped outside the cabin. Oh my God, which one's the town though?
I got it. The cabin has to be here. I have to find that cabin. I hope I'm not too late.
I won't lie, I just took a guess on that one. I'm in the street, ended somewhere. What was that in the window? I just took a guess because the street ended somewhere and then everything just added up. I didn't see no bridges or nothing. I know it's not dark. I guess. We got a gun, so we should be cool.
Okay, here is this famous cabin.
Man, what's this Alan Wake?
Let's investigate.
Where's your gun at? Wait, is that it? You about to roll up on the kidnapper's cabin. You telling me you ain't have your gun out? Oh, wait. Let me look around real quick. Check the outside surroundings. There is no way gun be fully out ready. Oh, there might not be nothing around here. I knew it was something.
I've earned a gold mustache.
Really? That's too much.
That barrel is sturdy enough. I could climb on it.
So we couldn't go through the front door anyway. You see a stuffed animal too. Zoom in. Oh,
Ugh, an old hunting trophy starting to molt. Empty wine bottles. Somebody has been here lately.
I was able to think what that means.
It's Daisy's plush toy. If Fluffy is here, the kidnapper has been here. I have to get inside this cabin.
Somebody just come and sneak her from the back. That what happens in all these types of movies, don't it?
Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic.
She really thought it was romantic, too.
The broom isn't sturdy enough to force the door. I'm not getting through this door by wishing it open.
Well, take your gun out then or something. Come on with the music. Act. Yep.
A maul for splitting wood. Perfect for attacking doors.
I did not need to hear all that. Sounded like a killer right there. I wonder do killers really be thinking that too when they take the axe and start chopping open the doors. She using the back of the hammer?
Look at that. A broken door to investigate. Some people seem to have played here before.
I need to hear all that. What's that under there? Personally, why didn't you just call this in?
The floor is scratched and worn in this area. The sofa must have been moved a lot.
I don't get that. Why don't you just call this in so we can start getting fingerprints? I mean, it's supposed to be modern
Some
era.
boxes. I wonder what they were used for. A lot of tools. I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down. That's a woman's hairbrush. Did Suzanne actually come in here after all?
She be going straight to jail too. Got here 2 beds.
It's Fluffy, no doubt about it.
Oh, look at this again. Boy, that is scary. I guess I don't care about that. Now we check the bed.
The stove is cold. Nobody's been here recently.
I hope so. Don't need to have the killer coming in if there is a killer. Secret hatch.
Damn, it's booby trapped. If I move, it could go off, and that countdown tells me it wants to go off anyway.
Oh, this is. What was that? 392? I need some hints. I'm sorry. I need them hints. Hold up. Hold up. Top wheel has the symbol 1 facing up. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I was stuck on this for a minute after looking it up. Shoot, buy this, boy. I don't know what they was thinking. Jeez. Here come another one too. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I'll see what they're doing. I'll see what they're doing. Okay, now this is kind of easy. So I thought.
Since I'm telling this story to you, Mr. Poirot, you should be able to deduce I didn't blow myself up. Let's see if I can remember how I defused the bomb.
Could I follow those lines? I did not know. Okay, we good, we good, we good. Supposed to move it down or up. I think I see it.
Okay, so far so good. Wow, I wonder if that's how close it was. This would have ended my investigation right here. These rods are heading towards the canisters. It must be the trigger for the explosion. I smell a strong, sweet smell. Damn. I think these are filled to the brim with diethyl ether. Incredibly flammable. It looks like the kidnappers wanted to utterly destroy this place and whoever opened this hatch. A wooden crate? I have to open it.
I mean, you don't really have to open it.
Oh no. Daisy. No.
I guess we did have to open
I
it.
called in my discovery of the body. Then there was nothing I could do except protect the site for forensics. The forensics team arrived an hour later, cordoned off the cabin with crime scene tape, and went to work, looking for physical evidence, fingerprints, testing for fluids, DNA, any clues science can uncover. But I had one more stop to make.
So they're making us go through all of this, huh? Be the bearer of bad news. She just walked up in the door. Lock your doors, man. See why your kid got kidnapped. Let me stop. let me stop.
Oh no!
Ain't nowhere to be found, huh? Oh, she probably down at the precinct too.
That night, I swore to find the monster who killed that child.
Did they ever say like how she died? Like, you know, was it an accident or did somebody just had that killer mentality with them? You had to probably read the books to find out.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story.
Your story ends here. He's
Ratchet
dead.
can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
Oh, he escaped
Woman
all
needs
right.
rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue.
Yeah, that
But I
soul of
warn you,
his escape.
It will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
If Joanna dies, I might laugh. I know it's dark, but I might actually laugh. Like, girl, you had no business on this train in the first place. Ooh, IH.
Et voilà.
Rookie, though. What? Well, maybe she was a policewoman before she was a detective.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far. What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Ratchet smoke.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or
12?
2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The
Somebody
angle of the
was going
wounds is
hard.
instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
Multiple killers?
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
True. I'm still tripping about the kid, though. Like, why did you have to kill the little girl on a kidnapping? It sounds like they must have got their money, too. Can't believe that.
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
That's just too much right there. What is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask passengers if they like the taste of bananas. Oh. I would say offer a cigarette.
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
Right. I'm going with something income kind of.
Those
Oh,
I
okay,
questioned
okay.
could be lying to me. I must be sure of the answer.
So just be straight up, man, huh?
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
Just be straight up with them. What is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Didn't we already do this? Our conversation about vapes, cigarettes, smoke.
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
What's the best way to find out? Ask someone who smokes a lot if they know a vape smoker. Search suitcases. See. Wait for the next stop. Nah, we're not. We're already stopped as it is, so.
No, I have no official authority. Anyone could refuse to let me search their belongings.
I mean, that is true.
Yes, I suppose
Ask
it's
someone who smokes
likely
a
they
lot.
will give me the list of who smokes what. That was easy.
That was not easy. Not to me. So now she probably out of the story for a minute. 6 more passengers. What's this? What are the links between Miss Locke and Ratchet? A photo of Daisy stuffed in the Miss Locke police officer.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
So we right back on the train.
How is Mademoiselle Locke, Doctor?
Her vital signs are improving, but she is still unconscious.
I understand. Thank you for looking after her.
Must be nice to be seduced. He probably did it though. That's why he's watching over her. Make sure she don't be telling nothing. Make sure she don't catch the killer. Help me catch the killer. But with all that being said, today's my day off. I'm about to enjoy it. Go right back to sleep. Wake up and get some food in me. If you enjoyed today's episode, if you did, be sure to tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, live safe, be well.